What is going on, guys? It is Lay the House where I'm here. It's currently Monday, July 22nd. I'm here sharing my sports betting and player prop picks and plays for the slate today. Honestly, there's really not too much going on today. It's pretty much just baseball. You can probably dabble in some esports if you're really looking for something to play, but it's only baseball on tonight. There is the basketball tournament going on. There are props for that on Underdog Fantasy, but I really don't know how to find much value for those. So really in this video, I'm going to stick with baseball today. We're going to focus on the MLB, see if we can find some plays for Underdog Fantasy, Prizepicks, and Sleeper, and the other websites as well. So let's jump into it and see what we can find. But first, let's head over to the Discord server and recap how the weekend went for myself and went for everybody else in our community. So I personally had a really big weekend. Saturday, I think my sports bets went like, I don't know, I think it was like 7-2. And then yesterday I went 6-1 on my sports bets, so really good days on the sports betting picks. But we also cashed a lot of plays in the Underdog as well. So I'm just gonna scroll through the big win section of the Discord server. If you're not in the Discord yet, it's free to join. It's linked in the description below and also in the pinned comment below. Totally open community. I have a bunch of educational content in there for you all. I post all my sports betting picks and fantasy picks in there for you guys in real time. So you can get ahead of any line movement that I might be getting ahead of as well. So you can really just jump on the plays that I make right when I make them. So for the big wins, we had Allen with a nice 4-pick entry on Underdog Fantasy here last night with a couple on the Red Sox and the Dodgers for Sunday Night Baseball. So nice win, Allen. Techie won some sports bets. He won a parlay, it looks like, on some of my plays that I posted yesterday for $100. So good job. Thunder, myself, I posted this esports MLB card yesterday, which was a casher. It was $150 profit there. He won $6 on it. These were my sportsman picks yesterday. I went 5-1. The one loss being under the no run in the first inning in Coors. Worth a shot. Day before, on Saturday, these are my plays on Underdog Fantasy. I cashed 3 of the plays, 2 of which were the WNBA All-Star Game promos, which I was very happy to get some winners on those. But I kind of did a middle, so like with Ionescu, I took the over on her prop for the promo. But then on a second play, I took the under on the same prop. So I was trying for a middle. I believe the promo was like over 15.5 points. The regular line was under 19.5 points. So I took both sides. So no matter what, one of the sides of won. And then I combined them both with the same second play. So I was basically guaranteed a win between those two plays. And then we had Sleeper. This was, I think, Friday. A big win on Sleeper. And then some wins on Underdog, too, by Almond Wolf. So really good weekend for the community. There is a bunch of educational content in the Discord server. If you're not in there yet, you know, where I have like a breakdown on bankroll, some videos you can watch. They can learn more about positive EV betting and the way I do my sports betting picks and player props as well. The 2 sections with my sports betting picks and fantasy picks you see yesterday. I post a ton of links for Underdog Fantasy for people to tail. Some sleeper plays. If you keep scrolling up, there's probably some prize picks somewhere in there. So that's what you'll find in the fantasy pick section. And then in the sports betting pick section, that's the straight up sports betting picks. So I have 3 regular picks today already. We're going with over 3.5 on the Twins team total. No runs first inning in the Reds game, and then the San Francisco Giants first 5 innings money line at plus 105. This is just a start. I'll probably have at least 3 or 4 more plays as the day goes on today and more value comes up. But for now, these are my 3 sports betting picks that I'm on. Alright, so now that we've gone through the Discord server a bit, and hopefully you guys have had a chance to join it, we'll head over to Underdog Fantasy, the website over there, see what they have going on. So, a couple promos with Jokic and LeBron for the first game of the Olympics. Honestly, I'm going to save those for probably later this weekend, maybe a play on Saturday or even Sunday, and just combine it with that. But if you want to use it, you know, today or with any other picks throughout the week, you're more than welcome to. But basically, free wins on Jokic and LeBron for Underdog Fantasy. We'll look at baseball because this is pretty much all we have to play with today, but there's a ton of baseball on today. One early game between the Rays and the Yankees, so I'm not sure how many plays we'll have on that yet, but it depends on what my handy-dandy tool at OddsJam gives us. So I use the Underdog Entry Builder and the Prize Picks and, you know, Sleeper and all the other websites. The Entry Builder on oddshopper.com to make my plays. It basically shows me what the best value on the board right now is. So, like, for example, this Alec Boehm is the best value on the board in the MLB right now based on the true odds compared to the odds in Underdog Fantasy for doing a 3-pick non-entered entry. So if we refresh it, you see he actually just fell off the board. But Ahmed Rosario is showing as a super strong value today in the game at 1 o'clock. So honestly, he's a really good play. I would just throw him in whatever card you're making for today. But there's not a lot of value on Underdog Fantasy early this morning. Usually, if you want to find the value in baseball, you have to be on at like 3 a.m. Eastern Time, when the lines first get posted. Or if you need to be around right when the lineups are made, like around 1 to 2 o'clock, or 1 or 2 hours before first pitch. That's when you're going to find the most value on these websites for baseball. Simply because baseball is such a strong market, there's so much time for the odds to change. There's not a lot of injuries that could impact someone's line. So these tools will be a lot more useful during football and basketball season. So if you want to join OddsShopper and give it a shot, for baseball and take it in the football season, you can sign up using the link in the description below. And if you want 10% off your first month, use code LayTheHouseRM and you will get just that. And personally, I'm using OddsShopper every single day. There's even some tools in the Discord for OddsShopper as well. I don't mean to go back to the Discord too often, but if you /best bet, and then if you choose the sport that you want, so MLB, it will give you the best bet on the board in MLB right now. So currently the number one value on the board for all the major sports books is Willie Calhoun, under 0.5 total RBIs on BetMGM. Super strong play if you want to play that, and if you want to get more best bets without signing up for a subscription with OddsShopper yourself, just go in the Discord server and use the command. But for this purpose, I'm going to be using it to make a play on Underdog Fantasy. So if you want to generate the optimal play based on the value, it's usually a 5-pick non-insured entry, 20x your payout. If you want to take all these plays, you're more than welcome to. It's going to always be unders for baseball simply because of the nature of the game. So top play on the board, Ahmed Rosario, under 1.5 total bases. Combining it with Tovar bases, Jordan bases, Carrasco, and Assad, under 4.5 and 5.5 total hits allowed. Honestly, if you want to narrow it down even more, just take off the bottom two, and that gives you your 3-pick non-insured entry. That's the number one value on the board. So Rosario, Tovar, and Alvarez. I will likely have the same exact play as well, and I'll post that for you guys in the Discord server so you all can tell. And now we'll head over to Prizepicks, see what they have going on over there. Usually not a ton of value, but today there is some, so it's good to see. They haven't moved their Bohm line just yet, so if you see this video early enough and you want to jump on that, really good play with the Alec Bohm, under 1.5 total bases. Tovar, you see some overlap with that one. Bryce Harper, under on the bases. Yadier Diaz, under on the bases. Altuve, under. Hunter Green, under 4.5 hits allowed. And Rafaela, under on the bases. And those round out the top values. Honestly, I would take any of these that are under or over -1% because these are close enough where you're kind of scrounging for value on Prizepicks. The 5-pick flex play is your most optimal way to play on Prizepicks. I can't do that since I'm in the state of Florida. So what I normally do on Prizepicks is I'll do a 4-pick non-insured, 4-pick power play. But even then, the value is not very good on there for baseball. You'll see here when I do it all, the EV is -9%. Like, it's not a good value on Prizepicks right now if you live in the state of Florida. So I try to stay away from it for the most part outside of promos. But I know a lot of people like to play on Prizepicks, so I would do a 5-pick flex play on 5 of these plays in this chart here. And then Sleeper. Sleeper is a place where I've been making a lot of money. There's actually a ton of value on the board normally. Today, not so much just yet. Probably later on today, there'll be a lot more. But top 3 plays on Sleeper are Juan Soto, total bases under 1.5. Bryce Miller, under 5.5 strikeouts. And Jarren Duran, under 1.5 total bases. So I would probably just combine the 3 of these. 3% plus EV, expected EV, and then with a 6.7 times payout. Really good play there on Sleeper. So honestly, I'll probably make this exact play as well and post that in the Discord server. A few other things we can look at. If you want to look at some esports, they don't have it on OddsShopper, but they do have it on Daily Grind Fantasy. So if you want to give Daily Grind Fantasy a shot, I think they give you 25% off on my code LayTheHouseRM in the link in the description below. So some really good value to be found there as well. And they also have Summer League, which OddsShopper doesn't have. So if you want to find some more plays besides just the regular plays on OddsShopper, you see some overlap. The Rosario, you'll probably see the Assad overlap. So there's always going to be some overlap between these. But these sites, like Daily Grind and OddsJam, they have esports. They have some other sports as well. So you can find some value doing those. Like Pell Larson, over 13.5 points in the Summer League. You can go Khalil Ware, under 9.5 rebounds on the Summer League. And then we got some esports. You can go with like Remix, under on the kills. Urban, under on the headshots. It's usually going to be unders. Otani, over on the hits, runs, and RBIs if you want to get an over mixed in there. Here's some plays on some overs as well. So if you want to give it a shot, Daily Grind Fantasy, the link is in the description below. Or if you have OddsJam, they have actually the exact same tool. So you have your choice between OddsJam and Daily Grind Fantasy. Price is similar, but if you use OddsJam for regular sports betting like I do, then you can probably combine them. Um, just choose whichever one that you like more, really. Heading back to OddsShopper one last time here, we're going to look at the regular bets for today on the board. So these are the normal bets on Hard Rock Sportsbook. The top values in Hard Rock right now are Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, and Connor Wong. All unders on the bases and the RBIs. Contreras and under on RBIs as well. So some pretty strong values in Hard Rock early in the day today. I'll probably bet one or two of these, likely the Kyle Schwarber one, because it's the top value on the board. And if you want to see the results for these plays on OddsShopper, they actually track them all. So go into the results filter for MLB, go click get results, and then it shows you just pretty much the results throughout the year, how they've done on MLB props. So total bases, this is usually unders. They're actually up 2.3%. They're 11,356 wins, 7,540. But you can narrow it down to even sportsbook as well. So like for me, it'd be Hard Rock. I'd click get results. And now it narrows it down to Hard Rock, where they're up about 1% on the total bases, 2% on RBIs, and 14% on total strikeouts. So hopefully you guys got some plays from this video. Hopefully we can make a good amount of money today on Underdog Fantasy, Prizepicks, or DraftKings, Sleeper, whatever you want to play on. So if you appreciate these videos, you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment with your best plays today, and best of luck on your bets today.